So thank you, Akash. So it's a pleasure to host you today. So without further ado, if you could introduce yourself, and over to you.
Yep. Yeah. So hi guys, hello everyone. Myself Akash Shukla. I'm as a working as a business advisory consultant with IBM India Private Limited. I have the more than a 7-year experience inside like in NAV, working with NAV and the Business Central. I worked on like lots of projects related to jobs and manufacturing and the so many others. And I just uh, so right now, like recently, I joined this IBM India. So yes, and today I'm going to be, show you the blanket order functionality. And in this blanket order functionality, specifically, I'm using the sales side. So I'm going to explain you the sales side, how it's going to look like, how you can create a sales order, and then from the sales order, a blanket sales order, how you make sales order, and then the postings and the other things like how after those. So these are my agendas. So on the agendas, like basically we are going through the blanket sales order. Okay, and in this after the blanket sales order, how it's working and what's going to be impact on it and what's not, then we are going to cover you we are going to show you the sales order with the shipment schedule, with the say blanket sales order without the shipment schedules, and impact on the price on the sales orders, and how you can link your sales order with the blanket sales order and manually without creating from the orders from the blanket sales orders. And then what happen if you make a return order and you want to link your blanket order at this time, what's going to happen and how it's going to be work. So this is the like these are the like the scenarios that we're going to take care cover in this session. So let's going forward, and I'm going to jump in on the business central screen. So this is my business central screen, and right now I'm going to create I'm going to show you how to create a blanket sales order. So before going to create, I'm going to show told you how you can create the blanket sales order. I told you what is the use of this, why we are using the blanket sales order. So blanket sales order is basically are like in come in the picture when your customer demand you use lots of quantity, a huge amount of quantity, and it's saying that, hey, I need this much quantity, but can you ship to me on a partial basis? So let's say an example. I'm going to like your customer is asking for you to ship you 1,000 pieces of laptop. In those 1,000 pieces of laptop, you don't need to ship together, but yes, you do need to ship this as 250 on a monthly basis. So what you have to do that for this kind of scenarios, you have to create the blanket sales order. Okay, so and one more thing I just wanted to emphasize on here, one that is when you creating the blanket sales order, then it's not going to be it's not going to be impact on your item availability. What it mean that it's a basic general question. So what is the differences between the blanket sales order and the normal sales order? Then you can say that in the blanket sales order, your item availability will not be affected, but yes, you can use the blanket sales order for the forecasting, monitoring, and the planning purposes. So now I'm going to create a blanket sales order for that laptops with the scenarios. Okay, so here we go. Let's go for the sales. And under the sales, we are going to create the blanket sales order. Okay, so let me hit new. So let me select my customer here. I'm selecting Missouri Network LLC. So on this, I'm selecting here the laptop. Okay. So as you can see here, there is no any I'm just putting these are the sub credit related the notification has been come, and apart from this, I'm just skipping here the quantity. Let's say 1,000 quantity. Okay, here, but what is the scenario? The scenario is that your client asking you to ship you the laptops on a 250 pieces each on a monthly basis. So let's say they are demanding that, hey, I want the first shipment on the 1st of October, then second 250 you can deliver me on the 1st November, then the third one on the 1st December, and then so on the 1st of Jan 2023. So for this type of scenario, what you have to do that you have to create the 4 multiple lines with a different delivery schedule. So let me create this 250 for this one. And Okay, so this way you can create 4 different lines, and on each line you can define your shipment date. So right now so as per the terms, as per the contracts, you can define the first shipment will be delivered on the 1st of October, then November, then it's December, and then it's a Jan. Okay, so now you can define here your first shipment will be this and this. And one more thing, that you can use the blanket sales order if you are doing some kind of a rate contract with your customer, like, hey, for this particular period of time, this item I'm going to be sold you on this much price. So for this rate contract management, you can also use the blanket sales order. So right now, as you can see here, I created the 4 different lines for the each 250 quantities, and then I put the shipment date vis-a-vis. Okay, so what I have to do that now, you have to create a sales order from this screen. Before that, I'm just before beginning the session, I told you that this will not going to impact on item availability. Why I'm saying that? So you can take it. I'm creating a blanket sales order right now, and for this item availability, but when I'm going to create a sales order, then you can see here a notification related to the item availability. So let's go and create a blanket sales order from this blanket sales order. So for that, you have to, click on and mention the quantity to ship. So I put it 250. Okay. Then I click on the process, and then I click on order. So do you want to create an order from the blanket order? So yes. Now, as you can see the message, order number this has been created from blanket order 1008. It means that this is the my sales order 1016 has been created against this blanket order 1008. And right now, if I'm going to show you in the top, there are 3 notifications that have come. 2 is for this credit limit and the overdue balances. The third one is this the availability inventory for item. This is lower than the entered quantity at this location. So this notification will be pop up whenever you create a sales order from the blanket order. So this particular notification is related to that sales order number 1016, not for this. So like you can also you can think that when you're creating, you can see whenever you create a normal blanket normal sales order, and for that item you don't have any stocks, so then this type of notification you can see on the header. So this particular notification will become from this particular that 1016 or sales order. So there are 2 ways how you can reach to the to the sales order. One is that you can use this tell me icon and type sales order, and then you can go that way. This is a very easy one. I'll give you another one. The other one is that for like the line against which you created the sales order, for that line you have to click you have to select on that. So as you can see here, it's selected the first line I have selected. Then you have to click on line, then you have to click on unposted line, and then you can go for the orders. So right now, as you can see, my order number 1016 has been created with the quantity 250. Now I wanted to open this order card. So for that, you have to click on line, and then you have to click on show document. Okay. So as you can see, I'm on the sales order screen. So this way you can come onto your sales order screen, and this you can see here, like I have the quantity 250. Okay. Then this is my unit cost. And you can see here the references as well. So if you can see here, so as you can see here, there is a blanket order. It's associating 1008 and against this blanket order, because in that particular blanket order, maybe there are so many lines. So for that, so many lines, you can see here, there is a line number 10,000. So this is like you can track whenever you can create this, whenever you create this, then you can sales order, you can track that this sales order is creating against which blanket sales order. So right now I'm going to post this. So I'll click on the posting, click on post. There are 3 options: ship, When you click on ship, then only shipment will be posted. When you click on the invoice, then invoice along with invoice, if you enable that boolean like invoice on the shipment, then it will, shipment will be posted and ship and invoice. It means that shipment and invoice both will be posted. So I'm using ship and invoice. Okay. Why this error is coming here? Because in the quantity to ship, I do not put nothing. So it's a blank. So let's go and put something here. So I put here 250 quantity. Okay. So now let's go and post it. The order is posted under sales invoice number this and move to the sales invoice window. Do you want to open the sales invoice window? We don't need to open that. So I hit no. And now you can see here on this line, posted lines coming to the order. That order will be deleted because as all of us aware that whenever we creating a whenever we posted a sales order and we posted entire quantity, then that sales order going to be deleted, or we can say it's converted into the sales invoice. And for the historical purpose, we don't see that sales order. So right now, how we can see against this invoice, against this blanket sales order, is my document is posted or not. Then for that, you have to click on line, posted line, then you can go for the shipments. So as you can see here, the shipment will be posted. We can see the documents. So right now, as you can see, 250, and this is the against this order number 1016. So you can keep it that, and then we can check that invoice too. So this is the my posted sales invoice. So this way you can post a sales invoice. Okay. And this way you can create your you can post a sales invoice against the shipment schedule. Like if your customer have given the shipment schedule, and then you can creating a you can say make a blanket sales order. I can create that and you can post it. Now coming to the next second scenario. The second scenario that let's say I'm going to create again a blanket sales for this quantity. So now you can see here on the blanket sales order itself, you can see quantity shipped is updated with the 250 quantity, and quantity invoiced is going also be updated with the 250 quantity. Now I'm going for the shipment number, shipment for the month of November. Now I have to click on the 250 again. Okay, let's go ahead and create a sales order. Process, make order. So do you want to create an order? Yeah, I do want. So now this time the order has been created 1017. Okay, so the same notifications, we don't need to take care right now. Okay, now we go for the line. If I'm if you're going to be line wise, then for this line, we don't have the orders because that order will be already processed and it's posted. So now we have to come for the second line. Let's go into the line unposted and orders. So here you can see this 1017 has been created. Now click on the show document. Now, what scenario I'm going to show you? Let's say, let's suppose that you created a blanket sales order from the blanket order. And at that time, your customer called you. And this time, basically, he's requesting that, hey, can you please make that quantity 300 instead of 250? Now you create a blanket sales order. You can create a sales order from the blanket order. Now your customer is requested you, can you ship more than the scheduled quantity? Now, this is the scenario which we are going to be taking right now. So as you can see here, here's the quantity. Let's say I'm making 300 right now. Okay, I make it 300. I make it 300 and then into the quantity to ship, I put 300. Okay. Now let's go and post this. So this is the error. It's stating that quantity shipped in the associated blanket order must not be greater than quantity in sales line document type blanket order, document number 1008, line number 20,000. What does mean that? Because this even you can change this quantity, even you can change this main quantity, but you cannot post more than the quantity available on your blanket sales order because it's a correlation. It's a, as you can see here, So this is the scenario, like if your customer is asking, then for that, what you have to do, that you have to create a one more order. Okay, by either you can create it by using two lines by selecting that, or you can post it as say, hey, I'm going to ship this 250 on order number 1017, and rest of the 50 quantity I'm going to create a new sales order. So you cannot post whatever the lines in the blanket sales order. If the quantity is saying 250, then and you created a sales order for the quantity 250, but you cannot post more than 250 quantity until and unless you have to go and modify that line into that into the blanket order. Like you have to go into the blanket sales order, and then you have to do the modification, like how you have to change that quantity from the 250 to 300, and then you have to create again sales order. And this, after doing that way, you can only able to post this. So this is the scenario number two. And now the thing is that, like the let's say I'm giving example right now. So let's post that sales blanket sales or sales order which we created. So let's go to the sales order, and let's post this. So for this, what I have to do, that I have to first alter that quantity, because as you see, as you can see, I cannot post that more than a 250. So it's going to be 250, make it 250 and post it. Okay, so I post it. Now, the other scenario is that, let's suppose you created like a some your colleague joined your organization in a new. He do not much aware about this business central, about its working, and he's basically in the sales side. So what his role is, that he create the sales order and posting the sales invoice. This is his role basically. So what is the scenario, that like, and what he do, he created a sales order manually, right? He created a sales order manually, and when he create the sales order, then someone from their team side saying that, hey, you don't need to do this way manually. What you have to do, that you have to go into the sales blanket sales order, and from that you have to create the sales order. You don't need to create that manually. Even if that guy created the sales order manually, you can link your manually created sales order with the blanket sales order. So let's go to the sales order, and let me create a sales order manually. I am on the sales order list page screen. I click on the new, and I'm selecting here the Missouri network, that same customer. Okay, everything is coming on here. So so let me put the 250 quantity. Okay. Now, this sales order has been created manually by your colleague. Now, how you can, link up that? So for that, you have to scroll on the right side. Okay, you can see here, there's a blanket order number page. You can click on this. So in this page, how you looks alike. So in this page, whenever you click on this lookup, then you can see there are the multiple filters are applying, right? So let me show you the filters. So this is the first filter is applying for the document type. So you only able to see all the lines related to the document type, which is blanket order. Then the second filter is applied for the customer number. It means that whatever blanket, maybe there is a scenario like you creating a huge number of blanket orders, like you can create a more than 1,000. For that, this is applying for the customers, like only for 60,000, you only able to see the blanket orders which are created. And then type is item. And apart from type is item, it's also applied the filter for only that item which is created, you selected into that sales line. So you can see here, this I selected the Asus laptop. So it's only given the filter for me. And now you can see here, I'm created, like before that, I created this 100810, this order number. So I'm linking with the third line. First to accept it. As you can see here, the outstanding quantity. Right now you can see against these two lines, there is no outstanding quantity at all. It's showing that, right? But against these two lines, which is the shipment date is 1st of December and 1st of Jan, So for these, it's showing the outstanding quantity, that is 250 and 250. So what I can do, I'm just click on hit OK on it here. OK. And right now you can see here, as you can see, it's a create, it's a link up that blanket order number 1008 and line number 30,000. So this way you can link up your sales order. Now, one thing is happen here when you do this way now. So let me go to you to the blanket sales order again for a moment. Okay, so as you can see here, one thing I'm saying that whenever you create a new sales order on this screen, then you can able to go to select that line and you can click on line and unposted line and go to the order. Then you can able to see that order, right? This will only come when you create a blank sales order from this screen. If you like, but if you are link any manually created sales order with the blanket order, then what happened? Then it's not because as you can see here, I created 1018 and link with this line. That is the shipment date is 1st of December. As you can see here, there it's also blank. But I link that, but I'm not able to see here. If I'm going to unpost it, it's not showing at all here. But after posting that order. So let me go and post that order and then I will come again on this screen and I will show you what happened. So let me go again. So as you can see here, this is the order which has been created. So let's go ahead and post this. So it's a 250. Okay. Posting post. Okay. So this is posted. Now let's check again, go ahead and take a moment on this. So now you can see on the third line, quantity shipped and quantity invoiced updated, because you make a correlation between your blanket sale, between your manually created sales order and your sales order. So this way you can create you can create a link up and now, but you don't able to see the unposted lines, but yes, now you can see your posted lines. So let me go through the shipments and as you can see here, you can see the shipments and the posted sales invoice as well. As you can see here, the order number is 1018, right? And then I'm coming down. So line, posted lines, and invoices. So on this, the posted documents. So this is the posted sales invoice. So as you can see, either you don't need to, you don't create a sales order from your blanket order, but you can create a sales order manually, and then you can link with the correct blanket order, and then you can post that. Okay, so this is the one scenario. The other one is that like the other one is that, so I'm just giving an example. What happened is here, as you can, as you all of know, that whenever we create posted a sales order, right? And whenever that sales order my fully shipped and invoice, at that time, my sales order is going to delete it. And we can say that it's not deleted, but it's converted. But in the blanket sales order scenario, even if it's all fully invoiced and shipped, it will not be deleted. Then how it's happened? You have to delete it manually, or you can delete it by running the delete batch job, blanket orders, blanket sales order delete batch job. So let me do that. This is a one line which is pending for sales, like completely shipped and invoice. Once this line will be, shipped and invoice, after that, this particularly document has been completely shipped and like invoice. Again, this blanket order, we completed all our shipments and invoices. So let's create one more and let's take a quick look. Okay, so this one created. Okay, for string, it's not there because I don't know. Let's posting. So now, as you can see, this order is also for the 250 quantity, but at the same time I'm posting, at the same time it's saying that the order is posted at this and move to the posted sales invoice window. So this this order has been removed, deleted. But right now you can see here, this all has been created. Like against this blanket order, whole blanket order is completely shipped and completely invoiced as well. Right. So how you can delete that now? If you wanted to track if you wanted to if your client say that, hey, I wanted to my records, I wanted to keep my records. What is the order are open? How much are fully shipped and invoiced. So this is the blanket order. From there you can give them you guys can use the blanket sales order. But if they want that I wanted to delete those which are fully shipped and invoiced, then there are two ways. Either you can click on this delete button and you can delete this. Okay, this is the one. And then second one is that you can you can run a batch job. So there is a batch job, delete invoiced blanket sales order. What this will do, when you run this batch job, then what happens? This batch job will go and identify that again in all the blanket order say in all the blanket sales order list page, identify that which are the order has completely invoiced and completely shipped. And once that find that, then it's going to delete that. Okay, so if you have the very few, then you can use this manual option. But if you're more than that, then you can simply run this batch job. So if I'm going to click run this batch job, delete invoice. Okay, so here you can run number wise. You can run you can keep the filter for the sell to customer wise. You can apply the filters customer number wise, and even if you want, then you can add the filters as well, like as per your requirement. Okay, but if you want but if you don't want, then yes, you can go ahead and run this by without any filter at all. So I hit OK, and right now you can see 100 is there in the background. If you can see that, then now I'm click OK, and now as you can see that 1008 has been deleted, and it's deleted through that batch job. So this is the one, this is the functionality, how you can use, how can you delete that blanket sales order, because it's not going to delete automatically at all. Okay, so one thing is there, I just wanted to show you that whenever you create you have some kind of sales price on your item. Okay, so let me go to that let me go to the item, and okay, so let me go to the items and take the same laptop. Okay, so I'm coming on the prices, price and discount, sales price. Okay, so let's say that I put here the price. Okay, 700. As you know that you can on the item card, all you can define your sales price, your purchase price, and you can also define the customer wise. As you can see here, there's a customer wise. You can define for the individual customer wise. Either you can define a customer price group, or you can define for the all customers. And if you are running some kind of campaign, then you can also assign the sales price for this way only. So there are 4 ways you can define the prices, and when you define the prices, then you can also put it here what is the unit of measure code, because there is a maybe possibility that you are using item which you have the two or three different kind of unit of measurement. So you can define the unit of measure code but as you can see this for this laptop, I have defined eaches and pieces. So I have selected eaches here, and I have defined the minimum quantity 1. Unit price is 700. Here the starting date, and that what is the ending date. Okay, so let's say that I just change this date for make it September. Okay, so whenever we define a kind of like a prices. Okay, whenever we define the prices on this sales price, then this will come on your your sales order, right? Similarly, this will be also appear on your blanket sales order. So right now I'm giving the here date range that from 1st of September to 31st of July 2023 for this laptop, the price will be 700. So let's go and let's go ahead and create a one blanket order. As you can see, this price 700 will be come from your the sales price, whichever you've taken. Right now, like if you make some changes on this price, like if I'm going to make it the price change, like apart from 700, if I'm going to make it 750 and oops. Okay. So if I'm going to, create a change this price here, and then I try to make this the sales order from this price, then that 700 price, whatever you put it in your sales price, that will be superseded by this one. So let me just, show you. I created the two lines for the quick with the two different schedules. Okay. So this is that I have to click on 100. And now, as you can see, the price which we defined on that price will be 700. But right now I changed the price 750. So basically what I'm trying to, whenever we create this sales order from this screen, then the price will be become 750 itself. It's not going to take your 700 price, even it's you save that price in your sales price list. So let's take a moment. It's basically superseded that price. So you can see it's showing this 750. Okay. So this is the scenario where how the sales price will be impacted and then how this other things will be going to work. Now, the other scenario is that I'm giving one more scenario where you are going to you creating a you it's a very easy like you created a blanket order. From that blanket order, you created the sales order and you posted the sales shipment. Right? You only posted the sales shipment. Now, what happened? So whenever you do that, then you post the sales shipment, but your clients, your customer is saying that no, this material has some defects. Like this laptop has some defects. So for that, please take back this and give me the fresh one. So this is the I'm going to show you how it's going to be handled. Okay, so let's say that I'm taking the same this one example. Now the scenario is that you creating a blanket sales order for your laptop and you make shipment and invoices to your customer. Okay, then your customer is saying that this is going to be now this laptop have defects. Then how you can handle that? So let me go and post this. Okay, and this time I'm only posting the shipments, not invoice. Okay, so I'm going to 100. Post. Now you post this. So let's go and take a look on the blanket sales order. Okay. On this, as you can see, the quantity is shipped by 100 right now. Now what happened? Your client, you're saying that your customer is saying that no, I don't want to do this. This laptop has some defects. Now you want to open your this 100 shipped quantity, you wanna to take it back, you wanna to make it reversible, then how it happen? Like for this scenario, let's go ahead and make a sales return order. Okay, so sales return order, I hit new. So I select this. Now here on this sales return order screen, these blanket order number and blanket order line number, these are two fields which are not available. For that, like right now, I'm just make the personalize and I already save it on here. But on your normal screen, it's not available. It's not pop up at all. So for that, you have to do the personalize, and then you have to add these fields, by using plus add fields, and then you can add some fields. So by doing that, you can add this blanket order number and the blanket line number from here. Okay, so you can this way you can add this line number into your into your this sales return order screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on this blanket order number. And as you can see here, okay, it's saying that like same, the lookup is for the document type blanket order item and everything. So, but now you can see outstanding quantity for this has become 0. Now I'm going to select this. Okay. And I'm going to post this. I have to mention return quantity to receive 100. Okay. So the return order is posted at number this and move to the posted sales credit memo window. So I hit on no. Let's take a look on our blanket sales order. Now, as you can see here, my quantity shipped becomes 0. Quantity invoice becomes minus 100. Okay. But your sales order is now open. Now what you can see, like if I'm going to post it and order, you can track your orders. Okay. And one more thing, if I'm going to line, posted sales, posted lines, and then I'm going to return receipts. So we can see here the return receipts. Okay. So this way, whenever you create and post, you already even you post a sales invoices. Okay. Even you post your sales invoices, but you want to make sure you like your blanket order will be open and you want to reuse your blanket order. After posting that, then you can use the same way. You can create a sales return order. And after creating the sales return order, you can come back, and you can link your blanket sales order. And then from after linking the sales order, you can post your sales return order. This way, your blanket sales orders becomes open and you can able to, you can create a more sales order against this one. So if I'm going to create a new sales order against this process, make order. So as you can see here, has been created from blanket order number 109 and 1021. So this order has been created. Again, the same solver. So it means that you can use your blanket order even if you post some kind of return and you posted a invoice and shipments, but unfortunately due to some reason your customer replace return that order or return that material, then but you want to continue and he's not able to give you the new order, but you want to make, take up that same order number, then this way you can link, you can post your sales return order, and you can, make it to the link up with your blanket sales order. And after posting that, your blanket sales order will be open for a new use. Okay, so this is the let's go for a look on PPT. So yes, so we have see that the blanket order sales order with the shipment schedule, multiple sales lines, blanket sales order without shipment schedule. So in this scenario, this one I'm going to show you right now. I show you the impact sales prices on the sales order, and I can I'll show you the manually linked blanket sales order with the sales order, and impact of return order with credit memo on blanket sales order. So let's go ahead and create a blanket sales order where only one line. So it's just I'm saying that if your customer is not giving a shipment schedule, and but he's saying that you give me the 1,000 laptops, but for that 1,000 laptop he's not giving you the shipment schedule, but he can you whatever you making, whatever you manufactured, you just give it to me. He don't give you any shipment schedule. So for that, for particularly this, okay, let me go to the sales blanket sales order. Okay, I hit new. So this time what the scenario is, that scenario is basically that we have to supply 1,000 laptops, but this time we don't have any shipment schedule. So for that, whatever the basically customer is saying that whatever you have manufactured, whatever you assembled, just you give it to me. So in the first lot, I have prepared for the first 50. Okay, let's say I'm going to, so there is no shipment schedule, then you can keep only one shipment date. You can't keep against one sales line, you cannot keep multiple shipment date. If you do want to put multiple shipment date, for that you have to define multiple lines. So this way, let's say I have ready to ship the 50 laptops. So for that, again this 1,000, I'm coming here. And the process is pretty similar, nothing to at all. There is nothing changes. You can keep your select your item, your laptops, and in the quantity to ship, you can I put here the 50. And one more thing, why this quantity to ship is coming blank. I just wanted to show you because I keep it by deliberately. I keep it like it's always come to the blank. And how you can do the setup. So for this, if I'm going to sales receivable setup, under the sales and receivable setup, you can see here, there is the option default quantity to ship. Right now I selected blank here, but there is an option. It's a reminder. It means reminder means so whatever the reminder quantity, remaining quantity has been there on that particular sales order or in the blanket sales order, that will be showing you into your the quantity to ship field. But I'm not want that so for that due to this reason, I keep it blank for a time. Okay, for this time. So I put it here. So for if you it's a blank, then for that you have to keep it quantity here manually. So I put here the quantity to ship 50. Process make order, and it's pretty similar. The same steps are at the previously. So you can click on the blanket order. As you can see, 1020 has been created. So this way, if I'm using the like a reminder, if into the sales and level setup, so this field is automatically updated with the quantity of 950 because I already created the 50. Okay, but because it's a I selected here, they are blank, then it's coming as a blank. So it's the process same. Unposted lines, you want to identify that, then you can create that. Your lines, orders. Okay, and you can post it. So in this session, basically, I have I have to define here as well. The quantity is 50. Okay. So basically in this session, I'm taking in the blanket sales order, I'm showing you only the process, only the sales side on how to blanket order will be work only and only on the sales side. But yes, you guys can use the same on the purchase side. It's the same process, same similar steps on your, there's nothing to change at all. So right now, I'm only demonstrating you into the blanket sales order on the sales side. But for the purchase side, you can use it's pretty similar. Like you can create manually purchase order. You can link with your blanket purchase order. You can create a purchase order for your multiple receipt times, like whatever you have the schedule. As per that basis, you can create a one line as per your business needs. So yes, so this is the I'm just giving you the one more thing. What will not impact? The one thing I'm stating is that item availability will not impact at all. So whenever we create a blanket sales order, that will not going to impact on item availability. But yes, we can use it on the forecasting and planning and monitoring. A stock out warning will not trigger. So whenever you create blanket sales order, that will not saying that, hey, on this location, this stock is not available. But generally, when you create a sales order by using the locations, and at that time, the stock out warning will be triggered. Okay. And the other one is that blanket sales order will not delete automatically. So yes, you do need to go and deliberately you have to go and delete that by manually, or you can delete it by using that deleted blanket sales order batch job. So this is the Raj, this is from my side. So yes, if we have any questions, then yep, we are take up that.
Thank you so much, Akash. Wow. So you have covered a lot there today, and lots of people are interested in this feature. I also want to say a huge thank you to Adeline, who's actually been answering a lot of the questions. So luckily, Akash, most of the questions have actually been answered. There are a couple still remaining. So let's take a look. So Ilyas has asked the question. He's saying the BSO is like a contract, so I reckon that it should not be updated. If an extra inventory is requested, it can be done through a regular SO, but you still can update the BSO if all lines have not been shipped invoiced. Just add a new line to the BSO with a new date. So the next, so there's lots of great comments here. So here we go. So there's a question by Quality Exotic City, who's asking the question, can we add one article before shipment, like if it's a pallet?
So on the sales order side or on the blanket sales order side?
Exotic City, would you like to clarify? That would be great. Both.
Okay,
So
then
both.
whenever. Yeah. Okay. So whenever we creating the sales order, then it's what happened. As you can see here, it's link up with the sales order line, blanket sales order line, and it's a blanket sales order number. So even if I'm adding some kind of new item into the sales order which have been created, then for that you have to take a link up. Without linking, you cannot post your sales order because it's created from your blanket sales order. As you can see, I created a blanket order for the 250. I created a sales order from the blanket sales for the 250 quantity, but I wanted to exceed that quantity, but it's give me the error because you cannot post that because it's a correlation, it's a linking. Even if it's not linked, then yes, you can post it.
So Mylena is asking, is it possible to change the price for many items at once?
Yes, but for that they have to do the manually. Not there is not kind of a availability, not kind of things has been available. But yes, they can change that. They can alter the price even on the blanket sales order and even on the sales order side. They can change the price. Price will not, hamper. So what happened if I'm creating a blanket sales order with the price 700, but on the sales order side, I wanted to change that price for 750, then yes, that can be done.
Okay, so there's a question by Sajid. He's asking, why cannot blanket orders be archived for history tracking instead of deleting? Like, can we find sales orders in posted sales orders? Can we find fully posted blanket orders as well?
So whenever we using that deleted, that batch job, then what that happened, this will be deleted, but it's going to come under it's showing you under the deleted invoiced, deleted blanket sales order. So give me a sec. I just wanted to show them. So for that, this can be archived, but yes, for that they have to do the manually. But when you run the batch job, then it's not archived at all. So yes, there is no history will be remain in the archive. So for the archive, they have to do the archive manually, Raj.
Excellent. Okay. So Saj is saying you can't see your screen, but that's fine because I think Adeline shared a screenshot in the chat of how to do it. Okay. So Krishna is saying, in case of price, if the customer asks for a change in the price for a shipment after creation of blanket order, then how can we edit the price for a line in the BSO?
So in the BSO, like if this is the scenario, okay, then for that, if you are using the approval process, then you cannot until and unless you have to open your blanket BSO and then you have to alter that prices. Okay, so yes, but if like if say as I said that like there is a I'm creating a blanket sales order and at that time the price will be fixed for the 700, right? But after that that price will be either go up or down. Then if you want to, then you can make the same amendment on your blank BSO itself. But if you don't want, then you can create like on the sales order side, you can make the changes. So it's that rate like changes in the price. It's not going to be challenges by the by the business central at all. So yes, it can be changes.
Excellent. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so I think that's the final questions. There is one final question by Sajid, who's saying, Mylena was asking if the pricing can be set for multiple items in bulk. I guess it can be done via the price worksheet, right?
Right, exactly. On the item card, as I show them on the item card, they can define campaign wise, all customer wise, customer wise. So they can put it for a one customer, they can put multiple items and all those multiple items they can. So let me share my screen for a moment and I just, explain it to them one more time. So let's go to this customers. Okay. And on the customers, I'm open this 60,000 my customer. And on here, price and discounts, I'm coming on the price. So right now you can see only one item number, but yes, I do need to put whatever amount, like I can attend desk. I can define here this mobile, then as wheelchair. So I can define multiple for one customer, multiple items I can define in the sales price list. And for that, you can define particularly price. And after the price, you can define the price if there is some kind of a duration or some kind of a period you are using that for the expiration, then you can use that way. So yeah, on the sales price, either from the customer card or from the item card, we can store that sales prices and purchase prices both.
Excellent. Okay, fantastic. So I think there's no more questions. So I just want to say thank you once again to Akash for covering this deep dive session on blanket orders. Could you please share your contact details in the chat so that the community can stay in touch with you?
Yep. It's my pleasure to, giving me the opportunity, Raz. I'm very thankful to you.
Thank you. No, thank you, Akash, for being such a great community leader and sharing your experience and your knowledge. So I hope to see you soon and maybe next time in person.
Yeah, definitely. I also wanted to eager to see you in person.
Thank you so much, Akash. Hope to see you soon.
Yep. So I put in my LinkedIn account and my email ID on the chat box.
Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure, Akash.
Yeah, thanks, Raj. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Excellent. Wow.